Hello, welcome back to near my shed. It's too hot to be in the shed today and I've got stuff to do. As you can see, if you watched the pea video recently, little petit pois, as I'm so fond of saying, pretending I'm French, they're coming up nice and strongly, and these are the sticks that I eventually put in place for them to grow through. But today's order of business is the French beans, which we put in inside, have been growing inside. Which if you've watched the previous video, you'll have seen that. These are dwarf French beans. I'm trying to cram in far too much into this bed. I may come a cropper, but you've got to give it a go. If you can see down here, there's some chard that we sowed directly a while ago, and that's coming through now. Now, there's no way that all those plants will survive in that space. I probably only really need 2 or 3 chard plants. And it may well be that the beans are eaten and out of the ground by the time they got much bigger, or it may not. I may hit a car crash, and that's just gardening really. You live and you learn. I'm going to be planting these. As you can see, I've laid them all out already, just as you plant anything else. The good news about doing the tubes, cardboard tubes and stuff, is because they've got long roots. When you take them out, you don't have to disturb that root. You can break this up if you want, or you can just plant it and it'll compost down. So I'm going to be planting them. I'm not expecting trouble. This is a Japanese hori, which means dig, and it's brilliant. You can chop with it, you can hack away at things, and it's a trowel, and it's a really useful digging tool in a small area, and also makes you feel sort of cultured and travelled, as well as all that's going on. Again, if you watch the video where we were sowing some Lolo Rosso and Lolo Bianco, they're all coming up nicely. I'll probably have to thin those, but I'm going to wait till they're a little bit bigger so I can eat the thinnings. Behind me, the runner beans are in. The kale are in, being protected by an errant shopping basket from our wood pigeons. They're very small at the moment, and again, I know they're probably too crammed into that space, but this is the space that I've got. Got rocket coming up. But if you look around, I'm going to walk around now, and the camera's going to go ahead of me. You've got quite a lot going on, and it's getting quite full, but it's not the end of the story. Well done, navigating a really big camera woman. Once these potatoes, which will be picked from the middle of June till the end of June, so I'll have potato salad and maybe give a few away. Once they're gone, we've sown some leeks, which take ages to grow, as discussed previously. The leeks can go in there. Once the beans are gone, I've got a bit of a glut of cauliflowers and other kales and stuff, so I might stick some of that in there. But the exciting news, as well as the tomato plants now being in position, that's very exciting. The exciting news is there's stuff to eat already. We've been eating on the rocket. Not the courgette yet, not the raspberries yet, but we've already had some fruit off this. And look at that. It doesn't come more inviting than that, does it? I'm tempted to pick it and eat it right now, but I'm kind of holding off. So you know what? It's not market gardening. I'm not going to be selling strawberries at the gate. But picking something that from a plant that you've grown, or from seed particularly, not them, but plants that you planted, is a real thrill. And the summer's here now and everything's growing really, really well. But now what you've got to fight is pests, water, sun. Maybe there'll be one late sudden frost, in which case I'll be out here running around with fleas covering everything up. But I'm going to plant those beans today, so if your French beans are there, put them in the ground, give them some provision maybe to cover them if we get a late frost, which at the moment feels unlikely because it feels like we're living in Spain or somewhere. But yeah, carry on enjoying your gardening, and think about what's going to come next when you've eaten what you've already put in the ground. One thing I did mean to mention, here is said French beans, and like all beans, got long deep roots, which I'm going to try and make some provision for. I want this here, I'm going to break that, you see, just to end up at the same sort of level that it's at already. But what I forgot to mention, which is why you're still with me, is like a lot of beans, it might need a bit of support. So I'm going to pop literally a small cane nearby, and I'm just going to put something around there, like a very loose thing, just to hold it in as it grows, just in case there's some wind or it gets knocked, whatever like that. So they could do with a little support. You could create a little mesh, as we've done here for the broad beans, with string and stuff like that if you wanted to. It's not particularly windy here, but I'm going to do that just to make them feel a bit secure and make me feel secure about the whole thing. So anyway, French beans in, let's see what's next.